All right. I'm calling the Wednesday, January 31st, 2024 Code Review Task Force meeting to order at 5:30 p.m. The clerk will take roll.
Sarah Albrecht.
Here.
Basil Farah.
Here.
Heidi Gillis.
Here.
Donna Jensen.
Here.
Godin.
Here.
Andrew
Here.
Nusma. Richard Payne.
Here.
Patty Stockwell.
Here.
Joshua Walls. Shelley Ward. And Vicki Anderson.
All right, we have a quorum. Members of the public may attend in person or participate online at zoom.us/join. Meeting ID 847-9108-8950. Once you log into the meeting, please use the chat feature to tell the moderator if you wish to speak to an item. More information is available in the agenda packet and on the city's website. Now on to the agenda. The first item of the meeting tonight is adoption of the agenda. City Clerk, does staff have any changes to the agenda?
Nothing from staff.
Do any task force members have changes? Okay, may I have a motion to adopt the agenda? Moved by Donna, seconded by Godin. All those in favor of adopting the agenda, please say aye and raise your hand. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. The second agenda is approval of minutes from our last meeting, September 27th, 2023. Are there any changes to the meeting notes?
Nothing from staff.
Okay, anything from task force members? May I have a motion to approve the minutes? Moved by Donna. Seconded by Heidi. All those in favor, please say aye and raise your hand. Aye. Motion carries. Item 3 is to recommend dissolution of the task force. Michelle will provide with an update.
Thank you, Chair. The council has adopted all the changes from Titles 1 through 8 with the amendments made by this task force and others. The Title 9 right now will be under consideration by the council at the February 20th council meeting. And the reason that has been postponed is because Title 9 has consideration of the overnight parking ban from 2 to 6 a.m. And the council will be receiving an HOC parking study at the February 13th meeting. So we wanted to get that study in before the council considered whether or not to make any changes to that. And regardless of how that study turns out, we feel like it's unlikely that they will need to send that title back to the task force. So we are proposing that the task force recommend dissolution at the end of February 29th, 2024. And thank you all for all the work that you've done over the last 2.5 years.
Do any task force members have further comments? Yep.
I have one other thing to add. The Planning Commission will be working on the Titles 10 and 11, that zoning and subdivisions, thank you, and which are specific to their skill set knowledge. However, we would welcome any input that this task force has to any of those titles as well. You may, if you want to follow along and give some input to them. You have 2.5 years experience dealing with code revisions, and so that knowledge is we're grateful for that.
Yep. Thank you. May I have a motion to recommend the dissolution of the task force as of February 29th, 2024?
I have one comment,
Sure.
if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
I think, and Andrew, you did a wonderful job of conducting the meetings very professionally, and I really appreciate that.
Well, thank you very much. It's been a great privilege to have the opportunity to serve alongside of you.
Thank you.
We agree.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll miss you guys.
Yep. It's been a lot of fun.
Motion to include that in the
Right,
minutes?
yes.
And I mentioned this to the mayor in the hall, but thank you to Michelle, Erica, Megan, all the people who sat with us meeting after meeting, Jared and Cole, and walked us through the law and the purpose and how to do this and how to be a voice for the city. So thank you for all the hard work. You guys made it run very smoothly. Very appreciated.
Not only the staff who are here, but all the people who came in for specific ones, number of them, all of them taught us quite a bit about how the things work and also gave us valuable information that was very handy for when we were working. So thank them, please, on our behalf.
Yep, absolutely. Well, can I have a motion to recommend dissolution? Moved by
Aye.
Sarah, seconded by Godin. All those in favor, please say aye and raise your hand. Aye. Motion carries. There's no further business. Madam Mayor, would you like to be recognized?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Hugo and I are here, and Hugo can also speak as Hugo's our deputy city manager, but since it was your last meeting, we wanted to come and say thank you for all of the hard work to you, Mr. Chair, for your guidance through this whole process. It's been 2 years, and as I said, this is the first time that the city has done a heavy lift in looking at all of the codes, and I think it goes all the way back to the incorporation of the city. We had never looked at it ever since then. So you all have made a great difference in the work that you've done, because that was a huge bulk of material that you had to comb through. And so I want to thank you all for all of your hard work. And please know that you've made a big difference. And to our staff and to Jared and all of the people who have been part of that, and those who came in and spoke. And thank you for also really coming in and wanting to make sure, because you have a business in town and you thought that some of the codes could be amended to help business people. So all of that input helps us to be a better city and a greater city in service to the people that live here and have a business here. So to all of you, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Task force members, briefly, I would echo what the mayor says. A significant, a very important amount of work was done. Thank you. Could not have done it without volunteers such as yourselves. Most of the ordinances fall within my shop, within community operations, so I had, and my staff directors had a personal interest in these to make sure things were handled and processed appropriately. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was a very huge commitment, and as soon as we're done here, there's snacks. So but never talk too long when there's snacks. So thank you, heartfelt. Thank you very much.
And Michelle and Erica and Megan, I believe that the task force is going to come before the city council to be recognized and to be given an award for their service, just like we do.
Yes,
Oh, okay,
that's
great.
correct.
And I look forward to seeing all of you at the council meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Is there any further business, Michelle? Anything else we want to
No
cover?
further business.
Okay. Well, with that, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for being with us.
Thank you.